Good morning everybody, and welcome back, and welcome to a very, very wet Loch Ness. It has rained constantly from about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So I'm now on day 12 of my Scotland road trip in Daisy, my motorhome. I am leaving here today. Now, I don't really have much of a plan in mind for today. And I know it is absolutely throwing it down here, but what I'm finding with Scotland is 5 minutes along the road, it could be sunshine, or 5 minutes along the road, it could be avalanches of snow, because you just can't tell with Scottish weather. And you know, it might be raining, but I woke up this morning and obviously I'd heard the rain pounding on Daisy's roof all night, and I just thought, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. You know, some people could be sat in their homes and they're like looking out the window going, oh God, look at the weather. Oh, what are we going to do today? And I just woke up, and I think anyone who does this, you know, caravanning, motorhome and anything outdoorsy, you just wake up and you embrace whatever the weather is, because you're in the elements all the time, and it makes you appreciate everything. Even the rain, you just appreciate the rain because, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. So you just have to suck it up, put your waterproofs on and get out there. Although I do think today, won't waft my pen at you, it is going to be my waterproof action camera, because I don't think my other cameras are going to cope with the weather. I might cope, Molly might cope, my cameras won't. But what I've got to start doing now is definitely making my way back down south, back towards Southport. So I have got my trusty camping and caravanning club atlas, because you know me and Sandra Satnav have a bit of a love-hate relationship. So what I'm trying to avoid doing is going on any roads that I went on coming up north. So I know for a fact the area where I'm hoping to end up later on, she's going to try and take me a route I've already been, and I don't want to do that. So I'm writing it all down on my little pad, and as usual, I'm just going to ignore her. She might get me out of scrapes if needed, but she's more than likely going to get me in some. So I've just got to do my pen thing again. I find I'm a fidgeter. I don't know why. I'm not a fidgeter in real life, but well, obviously this is real life, but you know, the minute the camera's on, I'm like, I'm fidgeted. I don't have nicks, by the way. I don't know why I play with my hair so much. So I've just got to wash my breakfast dishes up, move the microwave off and everything. My Bluetti is on charge because I think I'm going to need that tonight. And yeah, just have a bit of a general tidy up. My bath mat is finally dry from my 5-litre water container tipping up on it the other day. So that can go back down, and I have found something else out. My wastewater pipe, the tap end of it, has been bouncing along the floor. So that keeps coming off the clip. So that's kind of got a little bit damaged, so I'm going to have to try and wedge that in my step when I put my step away, because otherwise I think it's just going to bounce even more, and I don't want it to do any more damage to it, and I'll have to just get a new clip or something when I'm back. I thought I had a cable tie, but I've not. So yeah, I'll just wedge it in there. So yeah, I should get my dishes done. What I'm actually going to do as well, so I'm staying at the Camping and Caravanning Club site, Loch Ness Shores. Yes, that's the one. Now, I wasn't going to show you the facilities, however, I went over for a shower last night. Oh my word. So, for those of you who are in the clubs of, not in the club, but in the clubs of the Camping and Caravanning and the Motorhome Club one, you'll know the Camping and Caravanning Club, they're always spotlessly clean, but they're sometimes a little bit dated. Oh no, not this one. I was gobsmacked by the shower last night. So yeah, I've got to show you before I leave. Look, I'm going to fidget. So right, I'll have to tie my hands up. That's a whole new video. Right, yes, I'm gonna get everything put away, take you across to the showers, and then we are gonna be on our next little leg of the journey, and it's coming to an end. I've done nearly 2 weeks, but do you know what? I've had a fab time, and it has been lovely having all of you with me. And I'm just going to take this opportunity now to say a massive thank you to everyone for watching the videos, for liking, for commenting, because all of that you are doing is funding this little adventure of mine, and I am so grateful to each and every one of you. So right, I'm going to stop waffling now, and I'm going to get these dishes done, and let's then hit the road. Won't be long, guys. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a bit grim. It always sounds worse in Daisy actually, although it has eased off quite a little bit. And there's hardly anybody here, look. So kind of like them three, they're the wardens. There's only 2 other people here on that lower bit, and then look, I'm up here all on me Todd. It's very peaceful. So what I've actually done is I've just put my water heater on, so at least I've got a tank full of hot water, because what I am finding, the water heater in Daisy, once I've got a tank full of hot water, it's lasting all day heat wise, so it must be really well insulated. So at least tonight, if I'm not on a site, I know I've got hot water for a shower. So quick look around at the facilities. Oh, there is another one here. So you've got your chemical toilet waste point there. Oh, see, now this is the only thing about, oh gosh, hang on, I'll tell you in a minute. So you got some washing up facilities there. Yeah, the only problem with being on a site as opposed to just a park up is I've now got to wind my electric hookup back up and get my ramps in the rain. Whereas if I was just on a park up, I could just drive off site, couldn't I? Right, spin you back round. So, more washing up here. Gosh, it is actually raining. It's that rain that bloody soaks you. So you've got the gents that side, ladies. Look, so you've got plenty of sinks this side, plenty of toilets along this side, but you can tell that these have been recently done because it's yeah, it's very modern. 2 hair dryers. Now you've got on here, this side, 2 little showers, which is still a good size. But the piece de resistance, look at these ones. So they're actually a little bathroom. So you've got your sink, your big mirror, toilet, closed door behind, storage for all your bits and bobs, and look, a huge waterfall shower. I have never been in a camping and caravanning, or on a camping and caravanning club site that is equipped like this, with your hooks on the back there. So you've got 2 of those, and then a wheelchair accessible one. I think these are absolutely fantastic. So well done, Camping and Caravanning Club at Loch Ness Shores. Right, I am going to fill up my water containers, ensuring I put the lids on this time. And that's another good thing. So there's the electric hookup there with water tap on the back. which is fab because it means you haven't got far to go to get your water. Hello, Molly. Right, lid on securely. That hopefully is not going to leak all over the bathroom floor, because I do not want to have to try and dry that bath mat out again. What I've also been doing just before I leave site is boiling the kettle, filling up this bottle that Evie Rose got me last Christmas with boiling water, and then if I have to make an impromptu stop to feed the kittens, I've got boiling water without having to go outside, put the gas back on and boil a kettle. See, I have got some brains sometimes, not very often, but oh, I'll get the hang of all this off-gridding one day. Let's just say I'm gonna need to. Right, we are to go. I've just checked my oil. Why is it they make it virtually impossible for you to be able to put oil into your vehicle? You've literally got to stand on your head with one leg in the air and the other arm in the abyss just to pour oil. I think I tipped half of it over the engine. I hope it'll be all right. I might be smoking for a little bit. No, I only tipped a little bit out, but geez, that was difficult. Right, I'm going to empty my toilet. Everything's filled up water-wise, and yeah, we're good to go. And it is 9:50, so that's not a bad time actually. I'm going to be a little bit lazy and actually drive down to the toilet emptying point, because it's not like the site's busy. I'm not exactly going to be blocking the way, am I? I always wonder what's going to fall when I set off. I've wedged my waste pipe as well. I think it's actually pulled off underneath, because there's a little bit of a puddle as I was sort of looking underneath. So yeah, I'm going to have to get some cable, what are they called? Clamp things. What are they called? Like butterfly. What are they called? Butterfly. Oh, you know what I mean. Some clamps just to reclamp the waste pipe, and yeah, a new clamp to hold it up. Right. Okay, let's get this toilet emptied now, and we can actually then get on our way. Don't worry. Not going to show you me emptying my toilet. I have just put a little bit more water in into the freshwater tank, but I think I should be okay. The gauge is sometimes a little bit temperamental, shall we say. Yeah, there you go. We've literally just left the site and she's trying to send me a different way, which I know for a fact is not the quickest way onto the road we need to go on. So I am going to completely ignore her, and when she tells me to do a left, I am doing a right. Get ready for her having a hissy fit at me. Oh, she's not going to be a happy woman.
Take the next left onto B852. Continue on B852 for 1 mile.
Oh, she's accepted it. Unless she's going to try and get me to turn around further up. So this little tea room's on the left. This is where we had a coffee yesterday when we'd done the waterfall walk. Look at this. So we're just at south of Loch Ness now. South Loch Ness Trail is just behind us there. We're not getting out, Molly. How stunning. Yep, you'd love to get out there, wouldn't you, Mol? Okay, we've stopped for lunch. Now, for any of you who are familiar of driving through Glen Coe, you will know that usually every single car park is rammed. Well, pretty much every single car park is empty, apart from this one, the Three Sisters. There was probably about 10 cars in there. So I've come a little bit further along, pulled in at a little parking bit, but oh my God, the view is amazing. And put it this way, I was thinking, right, need to pull in, 'cause I need a wee. Right, if I hadn't have needed one sitting here, I would definitely need one now. My view is amazing. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to get the action camera because it is still raining, and I'm just going to show you what I'm parked up next to here. Yeah, with the road. Do you know what? In saying that, even the road is not that busy. From leaving Loch Ness, I've probably pulled over 3 times, I think, to let vehicles pass me. So the roads are just really quiet. You watch, so loads of traffic will go past now. But we're going to get something to eat, aren't we? You can have a little. Do you want to have a little walk? It's probably not the best place here, actually, Mol. I don't think you're that bothered, are you? Normally she's so eager to get out. I'm getting a harness, and she just lays there like, yep, not putting that on. You're worn out, aren't you, baby girl? Right, I'll show you where we are before I have my dinner. Look at this. Ah! I was going to go down, but it's a bit slippy. How amazing. So yeah, unfortunately, there's no stunning views of Glen Coe today. Just mist. Not a great deal to see. Bless her. She won't come out. I did say don't come for a wee, but she was like, yeah, I don't think so, Mum. Not doing that. I always like looking at these, seeing if I recognise anyone's stickers. I should get some stickers done, really. Does anybody know where I can get stickers? Oh, look. Right. Oh, getting very wet. Going back in now. Okay, right. Now, you watch. Loads of cars will come now as I've got to try and get back on the road. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. There's only one. Can we make a run for it? Of course we can. Oh, that was a lovely little spot. Oh, there's an even flatter one there. You could stay there overnight, actually, if you didn't mind cars going past. That'd be a lovely spot. See, I'm looking at things differently now. Everywhere I sort of like drive past, I'm like, yeah, you could stay there. I don't think cars actually going past would bother me that much. I mean, you've got to think of a night. Gosh, there's another huge lay-by there as well. Of a night, you're not going to get as many as obviously you get in the day, are you? So, yeah, I'd stay there. I'm in the wrong gear. Going uphill. Oh, right, I don't even know why I'm bothered looking at Sandra, because she's got somewhere else in mind. I'm going a completely different way to her, but it's good to see the bends in the road that are coming up. You know how I always say about my planning isn't always the best? Well, where I am was not where I'd intended on being for tonight's stopover. So I had 2 places in mind. One of them, when I got there, it was very, very wet, muddy, and lots of low branches, which possibly would have been hitting on Daisy's roof because she's quite high at the front. And also there was a lot of branches on the floor, which made me think of branches falling on top of her. So I scrapped that one. So I then went on to the next one, and that looked quite a promising place. However, there was a barrier, and I was kind of like, oh,
is that barrier going to stay up or is it going to go down? Anyway, there was a guy there in a little caddy van. So I was asking him about it, and he was like, oh yeah, they come and put the barrier down overnight. So I was like, so you're kind of locked in? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't get good vibes. You know how on the other video, somebody said to me about, were you not scared staying somewhere when there was only you and one other guy and you didn't kind of know the other guy? And I said, well, no, because I got good vibes from him. I didn't get good vibes from this guy. And I thought, I don't fancy being here when that barrier's down and I can't get out. I also had no phone signal, so I scrapped that idea. And I think that was a very wise thing to do. So I've ended up here. So once I've fed this demanding little kitten, I'm going to go for a quick walk round. I think I can get a coffee. There's a visitor centre. So I'm going to go and grab a coffee and show you where we've ended up. Did any of you guess I might be here? I've made it to the Kelpies. So this was meant to be where I was coming first, but obviously I took a different route. So I've come on my way back to Southport.
You don't realise how big they are till you get right up to them. They're absolutely huge.
So I've parked up in the car park, and it says at 5:30 the guy will come round to get your money to stay overnight, and it's £15. I'm the only motorhome here at the minute, and I thought, you just watch, I'll have come this way back just so that I can see them, and I bet they're not turned on tonight because they've heard Carol Ann's coming. Yeah, let's not bother putting them on. Oh, do you know, I'll be gutted if they're not all lit up tonight. If they're not, I'm getting my fairy lights out of Daisy and I'm going to go and string them up myself, and I'll get my my phone to do some neon lighting or something like that. Yeah, I will have them lit up. So I just went and had a quick look, let Molly stretch her legs, and I'm now going to go back and get a coffee. I did just buy a coffee from a little sort of place just by the gift shop there, but let me just say it was not to my taste. So I'm now going to go back to Daisy and make a nice cup of coffee. Oh, you're enjoying it anyway, aren't you, Mol? Now, I know a few other people have said about walking to the Falkirk Wheel. Oh, obviously it's going to start going dark soon, so we might do that in the morning before we leave. But the weather has definitely improved here. It's a little bit nippy, but God, it's just nice to not have any rain. Oh, so I'll just show you where the car park is in relation to the horses themselves, the Kelpies. So that's the car park, and you just walk along here. So there's a canal running to the side of me there, and that's where they are. Right, come on, Mal. Let's go back and get a good cup of coffee.
Yay, they are lit up. Oh, I was sat having my tea and I just kept looking out the window and I was kind of like, yep, still not lit up, still not lit up. Oh, I was getting ready to start fuming. But look, they're the red ones tonight. I wish it were green. Oh no, they do look amazing, don't they? Oh, I'm so glad that we've come to see them. As you can hear, there is a lot of motorway road noise, but you know, it's worth it. I'm just not used to it. I'm like, oh, what's that constant humming in my ears? I'm used to the peace and quiet. So the guy has been round to collect his money. Yeah, £15, and you get a voucher for a coffee in the morning from the visitor centre. Oh, and a sticker saying I love the Kelpies. So I'm going to put that in my daughter's bag. You probably can't see because it's so dark. Oh, look at them. So pretty. You get a stiff neck looking up at them. You also get very wet, and you've also got to be very careful because there's waterways everywhere. We're going to end up falling in something. See, there's like a lock here. What's this one? Horse box. Look. See, oh, Molly's trying to drag me in. Look. So you've got to be really careful where you're walking, because that sort of like goes between both of them to the canal on the left, but then there's water here as well. Look. It's blowing everywhere. It's not a good idea bringing Molly here. What is it, Mal? See, look, if you don't look where you're walking, you'll be too busy taking photos and end up in there. Absolutely no way. Come on. Right, I think I need to get to the safety of Daisy. She's pulling me. Go on. There's quite a few parked here now. So there's, let me see, 9 of us now. So at least I don't feel I'm quite on my own. And I think it says on, they give you like an information leaflet, and all these lights go out about 11:30, it says. Because I was thinking, I'm not used to the brightness. We've got all these new ones, and then there's Daisy, bless her. Oh, she does me proud though. She's been an absolute dream this holiday. Alright, I'm going to go and get that fire on, because it is a little bit chilly. I'm gonna say, for those of you who are sensitive to noise, it's quite noisy. There's a hum. I don't know if my mic's gonna pick it up, but yeah, that's not a good noise. Anyway, I'll catch you all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. I can honestly say last night is the coldest it's been, which is strange considering I was right up north where it's meant to always be cold, and I was okay there up by John O'Groats, but here last night, God, the temperature dropped, and getting up this morning was the first morning I've got up and thought, yeah, it's cold, hence the big fluffy jacket thing. So I've had my breakfast, I've had coffee, I'm going to wash these dishes. Molly is still asleep. I'm going to go to the visitor centre, I'm going to get my free coffee, use the toilet. So yeah, the toilets are open all night, which is really handy. Not that I went across, but just, you know, they're there if you need them. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the toilet, and then yeah, we're going to set off on the next part of our little adventure. So all in all, right, so staying here, it's not a place I'd come back to. I've seen the Kelpies. That was the whole purpose to come and stay here, was, yeah, purely to see them. Yeah, you're right by the motorway, and there is motorway road noise. But in all honesty, the rain drowned it out, because geez, it threw it down all night. So I heard the rain over the motorway, to be honest. I think that noise that I'd heard earlier on through the night, I think they might have been doing roadworks maybe, because I think it was about 2 o'clock that seemed to just stop. But that was a little bit irritating. So I don't think that's going to be happening all the time, so probably just ignore that bit of the video. It's me just having a bit of a moan because of that. I can't stand like humming noises like that.
road traffic, I will take that over a constant hum like I could hear. So anyway, yeah, do you know, if you want to just come and see them, it's a perfect little place to come and stay. So yeah, I'll get these dishes done and I'll catch you all on the next part of the adventure. So as always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.